Hello, to whom it may concern at Google. My service that I'm seeking approval for is called CampfireOasis.com, and it utilizes Google Sign-In, Google Drive, and Gmail APIs. It is a photo album site where I want to give as much ownership and control of the operation to the user by leveraging Google's products. I'm creating this video because I'm requesting the sensitive scope gmail.send to send email notifications of file transfers into the user's Google Drive, so the users may rely less on third-party email services receiving data about their use of my web app. In this video, I'm going to run through the experience from the perspective of two users. In this scenario, user 1 will be the host and will invite user 2 to contribute to a photo album that user 1 has created. And I'll demonstrate the process and scopes required for user 1 to be the host and for user 2 to be the guest contributor. And the assumption here will be that both of the users will begin as never logged in or used the website before. Okay, so let's get started. So user 1 is here on the left, and I will sign in for the first time. As you can see, I'm prompted with Google Sign-In, and the client ID, which I will highlight here at the top, can be seen right there. Try to get it in focus. There we go. And I'll minimize again to run through the process. So I'll sign in, and I want to show that this takes advantage of progressive permissions. So just to create an account, you just need to sign in. No access permissions to Drive or Gmail yet. But the first thing I want to do is I want to create my first album. And we'll just call it Test Album. Authenticate and create. Now I can see I'm prompted now for more Google permissions. The client ID, again, is the same one for my app. I'll try to get a good focus shot of it right there. Okay. I'll go ahead and now, so here are the permissions I'm requesting to be able to see, edit, create, delete only the specific Google Drive files I use in this app. And then the purpose of this video is send email on your behalf. So I'll allow those and continue. Okay, now you can see my test album has been created. The next thing I need to do is I need to sign up for the membership in order to make my album public for other guests to use. So I'll sign up here, and I'll use the Stripe test credit card number and everything. So this isn't sensitive information at all, credit card information. Okay. Entering credit card information, that doesn't matter, it's just test dummy information for Stripe. And go ahead and pay. I don't want you to save this credit card information, sorry. Okay. You should see this update over here. Once this refreshes, I go from free membership inactive. Oh no. There we go. All right, so now that I can see that my membership is active, and I should have received an email stating such. So in transactional emails, you can see that it was from the Campfire Oasis domain to my Gmail account. Transactional email comes from the Campfire Oasis domain. Okay, I'll go ahead and get rid of that. So now back to the test album. In the test album, I'm going to add my user number 2 to be able as a member, and they are okay. Okay, I've now since added a member to my test album. And now if I go over to user 2, which is on my split screen here, user 2 just now received an invitation to contribute to test album. And you can see now in this case, user 2 is Derek@campfireoasis.com, but the email was originated not from a Campfire Oasis, but from user number 1. And so that's where the gmail.send function is used in sending album-related emails. So on this invitation, they're asked to join. So we'll go in and sign in for the first time as user number 2 here. Okay, so I'm presented with the sign in, and I'll highlight the client ID is the same that we've been seeing this whole time. I wish that would focus better, but there we go. Okay, I'm going to accept, and you can see this is just the sign in to create an account. I'm not prompted with any permissions for Google Drive or Google Send because this is just a guest. Now the guest should be able to go visit the test album, and then the guest can now add to the album. So we're going to add a test file of my dog Webster, and we're going to upload that. Okay, the photo has been uploaded. And then lastly here, everybody should receive emails notifying us of the upload. So there's my dog Webster notifying us of there's new files in the test album. And this is for user 2's account. So it came from the host at Gmail to user number 2, the guest at campfireoasis.com. And we'll switch back over to user number 1, which is the host, and you can see that they also receive a notification, and it's just them emailing themselves, letting them know that new photos are now in the album. And that is how I utilize gmail.send, and that is my app. Thank you very much.